Welcome to Crystalline Light Meditations. Breathing deeply and slowly. Dropping into the present moment. Also, if you want to get a pen and paper, because today we're going to do a special Fall Equinox ceremony. You don't have to write anything down, you don't need it, but if it's close by and you think you might want to, take this moment to get that. And I'll talk a little bit about the Fall Equinox. Every change of season is a powerful opening, a window. The veils are thinner, and it is an opportunity for us to co-create what we want for the upcoming season. And we've had an intense year, and astrologically this fall season is going to get really intense. Everything is going to be coming to a head, and Spirit has given us this time to prepare, to heal, to rest, to renew, to reevaluate. And at the change of season, we can release whatever is not serving us anymore, so that we can create anew for the new season and for the new year, which is in spring. The spring is the first season. So the new year in nature is spring, not the middle of winter, which doesn't make sense. So the fall is the time, well, first of all, equinox means equal day and night. The solstice, the summer solstice, the sun is at its height, and we have the longest days, and the winter solstice, it is the most darkness, and we have the shortest day. And the spring and fall equinox are equal day and night. So we're finding our balance and our equilibrium as we take our descent into the darkness. And I love the winter solstice because it is the depths of the darkness, and we must go into that void to find our inner light. So darkness is not bad or evil. It is the womb, the void from which all is created, and our light is within. So in the fall, nature is preparing for the winter, and the leaves are dying on the trees and falling to the ground. The leaves are beautiful, all the beautiful colors of fall. And so we are releasing what doesn't serve us as we go into this time of hibernation in the winter. And in the spring is when I believe this time that we've been going through, 2012, it really started in the spring of 2012. And it'll go until the spring of 2020 and it will go until the spring of 2021. But we are moving into the most intense part of it astrologically, and we have the election. And so today we're going to release what doesn't serve us so that we can create what we want, what we need, so that we can have our candle in the darkness, our light to follow, so that we can be the light for others through this time of shadow until we make it into the light of spring. So let's just start breathing deeply and slowly and connecting in with the earth, Earth Mother, sending our roots down into the earth. We are one with nature and one with the earth. So whatever is happening on the planet is happening within us, whatever is organically happening on the planet. Much that is happening now is not organic, and it must fall to bring us back to nature, back to the one, back to the circle of life that is natural. All things artificial, not man-made, artificial intelligence, all inorganic things must fall. All that is controlling earth and humanity must fall. So let it go. Fall is a time of letting go. In Chinese medicine, it rules the lung and the large intestine. So it does have to do with our immune system. The lung is our immune system in Chinese medicine. And we will release whatever is limiting our immune system, because our immune systems are going to be strong because we have a spiritual immune system that we are activating. But whatever doesn't serve us, whatever toxins, toxic emotions, old outmoded patterns and energies, relationships, ideas, beliefs, we are releasing. We are bringing in inspiration through our lungs and releasing everything that doesn't serve us through our large intestine. Many of us are starting a cleanse today. We're just supporting this process. And as the leaves fall from the trees and we let go of all that doesn't serve us anymore, they become the fertilizer on the forest floor for the new growth of spring. So everything happens for a reason. And even things that were done to limit us or throw us off or hurt us, we have spiritual protection. We have a spiritual immune system. Those things cannot impact us, and if they do, it will be mild. So just as you send your roots into the earth, feeling a slight tug or pull at the root of your spine, as you're releasing everything that no longer serves you. Inhale deeply, and on the exhale, just release. Just exhale through your mouth. Inhaling through your nose and releasing. Think about this past season, this summer and the spring, first half of this natural year. We've all been through so much. Just let go what doesn't serve you. Releasing and letting go, seeing what's coming up for you. Whatever image or pictures or emotions or words that you hear of things that you need to release, habits that you think help you but really don't. We've all used many crutches to get through this time, but now they're limiting us. We need to not be anesthetized and numb anymore. So let us release, if only temporarily, all addictions and attachments, sugar, caffeine, alcohol, marijuana, online shopping, toxic relationships, negative thoughts and beliefs. We're addicted to all of these things. Suffering, illusion, fear, worry. This 3D world of illusions. Releasing all that limits us and all that controls us. And now visualize yourself in a column of light. A pillar of light, of divine, sacred light from the Mother, Father, God, the heart of creation. From the heart of the great central sun, just feeling these divine energies pour in, shine down upon you, encapsulate you in perfect light and perfect love. And again, surrender. To the light, to the truth, to the one. This is your protection. This is your solace. And just plug yourself in. Make sure you are plugged into this source energy, whatever that looks like to you. Plug yourself in so that you always have this light to guide you, so that you are sourced by the source energy. You cannot be plugged into this world and into the divine at the same time. So we will unplug from this earth, the false earth, this illusional third dimension. And we plug into spirit. We plug into the natural organic earth. So now we are connected to heaven and earth. Let's do the best you can. Spirit follows thought. So just intend that you are plugging into heaven and that you are plugging into the earth, that you are held, that you are encapsulated in this tractor beam of light that goes all the way from the galactic center to the center of the earth. And now dropping into your heart. Just take 3 breaths here as you just allow this divine energy to hold you, to embrace you, to protect you, to guide you. And just start to release all your worries, your fears, all the emotions, the attachments, anything and everything that's limiting you. Now is the time to let it go, to peel the layer. And let it drop into the earth. You're suspended in this tractor beam of light, and it's just holding you. In this void of oneness, of no thought, of no mind, where everything just is. Releasing all your judgments and fears and worries and doubts. And now, before you there is a door. You see that behind the door there is much light. And as you open the door, you are blinded by this light. But you trust, you follow the light, even though it's so bright you can't really see. You are stepping in, you are trusting, you are surrendering to this light. You are taking a step, and you are walking forward. You feel the momentum of spirit gently pushing you forward in a loving, caressing manner, guiding you and directing you, knowing that this energetic is always available to you in your life. The flow of the divine, it will guide you, it will take you to where you need to go, where you need to be, but you must trust it, you must surrender to it. So practice this now, because this is how you live in surrender, in the divine, in new earth. So it's forwarding you, and you're starting to see a pathway. And you're starting to see a gate covered in ivy. Been here before. Under the ivy, you see a door, but it's locked. And then you realize that in your heart you have the key. So you put the key in the lock and you open the door and you step into this beautiful field. And there's flowers, wild flowers all around. And it looks like there's so many bees and butterflies. So beautiful flowers as far as the eye can see. Flowers of all colors and bees and butterflies. And you close the door and step into this field. And the flowers are high up, like waist height. And you realize that some of the bees and butterflies are actually fairies. And just feel this beautiful fairy energy. They are taking care of the flowers. They all have their jobs. They are tending to the earth. And they're just loving you. They're so excited to see you and that you can see them because they're always there. Maybe you saw them as a child, but then you heard that fairies weren't real. So you stopped believing and you couldn't see them anymore. But they're telling you that they are real and that they're all around you. We just can't see them. And they're just blessing you. They give the flowers what they need to grow. And they're blessing you with something that you need to grow. A little magic, a little fairy dust to help you on your path. May you be blessed. Receive this blessing. And they're giving you this little light. So it's like a firefly that's flying next to you because we're going into the darkness. And they want you to know that there's always light. And they take you to a clearing. And there's mushrooms all around it. There's different fairies with the mushrooms. And there's a circle, and they're telling you to lay down in the circle. You're going on a descent into the underworld, to the darkness of your subconscious and unconscious mind. But you have this beautiful firefly that is coming with you. And so you lay down and you close your eyes and you see an opening. Maybe it's a hole in a tree, maybe it's a door, maybe it's water, it's something to take you into the earth. And you realize that you're in a boat on a river. It's totally dark. Except for this firefly, you can kind of see. You're trusting it's going down. It's going a little fast. It's a little scary, but you're trusting. You're surrendering. Walking through the valley of the shadow of death, but you fear no evil because the light is at your side. It's within you always. You start to slow down, and then you come upon a shore. And you can see just right in front of you that there's little pebbles. So you're stepping out of the boat onto the pebbles, and you can only see right in front of you, but you're just following the firefly's light. Spirit is reminding us that this is how it guides us. It tells us our very next step. It lights up that one direction, and we get to just trust that we're following our heart and going in the right direction. And if we're lucky, we get a vision of where we're going. But if not, we just trust. So just trust. And then you realize that you're going into a cave. And in the cave, you smell a strong smell like herbs, like a tea, like a decoction. And you see that there's herbs hanging from the ceiling of this cave. And that there's a fire pit in the center. And you're being guided to go sit next to the fire pit. And there's you can't see her, but you can feel this grandmotherly presence. She gives you a cup of tea, and you feel safe and supported and loved. So you take a sip of the tea, and you start to feel sleepy. And she tells you to just lay down. And you close your eyes. And in this darkness of sleep, you see these stairs. You're going deeper and deeper into your mind, to your unconscious and subconscious mind. And you're going down 21 steps. 1, 2, 3. It's totally dark. You don't have the firefly anymore. But you're trusting. You're going down. Just counting to 21. And as you get closer, you see that there's a light in the corner of a room. So no matter how far you go down into the darkness, there's always light. When you've gone down all 21 stairs, you step into this room, and there's nothing there but a desk with a lamp, and there's a book. And on that book, there's something that is limiting you the most, that you're ready to release. It can be a belief, a contract, an agreement, an emotion, an addiction, a thought, a person. The book looks blank, and then you see the words appear. take your time and allow it to unfold. Allow it to show you what you're ready to release. It can't just be one word, or it can be more. Just trust whatever you see. And you're going to sit down. You see there's a little cozy nest for you to sit down. And you're going to go in deeper and deeper and deeper until you find the root of what caused this to occur. What is the root cause of this? Beautiful. Now there's this beautiful beam of light. It's 10 feet, 12 feet tall. It's just lying you down. And doing an operation on you, a psychic surgery to release that root, that core, that plug, that something that it's deeply embedded within you. So you need help getting it out. All the times you've tried to heal it and you couldn't. Just forgive yourself now. It was too deep. There needed to be an opening. You needed assistance. So just release it now. You feel it in your body. Just release. And this being is surrounding you with this light that is like a healing salve. And she's lighting you up. It's like there's a candle that maybe went out. This is in the depths of the darkness within your soul. All the things you are afraid of. And she's lighting. She's shining, lighting this candle within. And all the things you are afraid of are just dissipating. And if there's anything that you need to look at, do so now while you have the support Many times we're running from monsters that we've created in our mind, and when we turn around and look at them, they're nothing. They're an illusion. They're false. They're not real, or they're just tiny. But if there is something that is not small, then give it to this divine being for resolution and healing, for assistance. Some of us do have very big challenges in front of us that we're aware of. Take this moment to cast these problems, these issues into the light within, the fire within. It's now growing and becoming bigger. Cast all lack into this fire within. You are free to have plenty. Lack of love, lack of money, lack of time, lack of energy. It's all an illusion. Cast these monsters, no matter how big or small, into this fire within. And step into this fire. Become one with this fire. And it is turning into the violet fire of transmutation, transmuting all darkness into light, all fear into love, all lead into gold. Clearing all karma, negative thoughts, energies, emotions, people, habits. Cast them into this fire. And now we ask this fire, as it's continuing to burn and transmute, turning our biggest weakness into our greatest strengths. Turning our greatest darkness into our brightest light. Shining this light in the shadows. Cleaning out the cobwebs. Let's just do some housekeeping and use a dust or a mop or a dust buster or whatever you see, and you're just cleaning up this area of all these old skeletons in the closet, cobwebs in the corner, creepy crawlies under the rocks. It's all going into this bonfire in the center, at the depths of your soul. You're becoming one with the fire. There's so much fire right now. becoming one with the organic fire. All the leaves that are falling from the trees, all the dead wood, all the things that no longer serve you are burning up in this inner fire. And there's this seed within you that is being germinated by the fire. The flame is cracking you open so that something new can come. So it is not the time of rebirth yet, but we can see it within what wants to be born through us. And we can fertilize it so that it can manifest in the spring. Perfect. And now this fire is shrinking down into your heart. May this fire burn 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, so that not only are you always transmuting any negativity, being responsible for your energy, transmuting all negativity all the time, but you're going through and transmuting the earth. And your energy is helping others. It's like the spark will jump from person to person. And this flame that you're carrying within the depths of your soul is contagious in such a beautiful way. So holding that in your heart, we thank this divine being. Allow it to bless us and give us a piece of paper. And on that piece of paper is a word that will guide us during this fall season. And they're saying that this fall is particularly intense and that it will be the beginning of the fall of structures, the fall of the control structures, the fall of all limitations, the fall of the governments and the banking systems, fall of things that don't serve us. And we must trust and know, while it looks bleak and dark and scary, that we always have this light within us that will guide us. So now you're coming back into the cave by the fire, and the grandmother is there. She's giving you another tea. It is calming your nervous systems, beloveds. Just release the emotion that you've been holding. Let go of the fear and the worry. You are always held. You are always supported. You must trust that fully. And do not let your mind take you down the pathway that you don't want to go. The mind is the servant of the higher self. And so for all those of you whose mind is your master, you stand tall and you tell that mind that you are the master. You will no longer be controlled by these thoughts that don't serve you and take you down the path that you don't want to go in. This inner light is your guiding light. Do not pay attention to your mind. It is the ego's play tool. The ego is telling you that you are separate, that you are not safe, that you don't have enough. So cast that ego into this flame. Into this flame in this cave. Cast your ego. Cast your mind. The ego in the aspect that keeps you separate from each other, from others, from God. It is an illusion. The ego must die for the spirit, the soul, to be reborn. So we set it on fire and we let it burn. Burning up the addictions, burning up the addictions to negative thoughts, to fear, to worry, to drugs, to alcohol, to sugar, to believing in this world, to limiting yourself. Addiction is a tool to keep us small, to keep us separated, to relinquish our power, our sovereignty. You may not be addicted to a substance. You may be. It may be an emotion or a thought, whatever it is. We're clearing it now. We're burning it up. It does not serve us. And now we come. We magically went up the stairs and now we're ready to go back into the field. We have our firefly. The grandmother is gifting us with a tea to give us strength, to calm our nervous systems, to give us faith. Just drink it up. Thank Thank you, Grandmother. Thank you, Mother Earth. And now we get back in our boat. And actually we can see now. There's this diffuse light all over. And we're just magically being taken out and up and back into the field of fairies and flowers and beauty and joy. Sit there in your imagination and write down what you're creating this fall season. Faith, trust, love, courage. You must have courage right now. Courage is not lack of fear. It's acting in the face of fear, trusting that everything is going to be okay. And now in your physical body, when you wake up sometime today or tomorrow or the next day, the solstice is on Tuesday, the 22nd. So you have about a 7-day period to do this. You write down what you're ready to release, and you can burn it. And then you write down what you wish to affirm, what you wish to create in its place. And you put it in terms as if you already have or already are. I have courage. I have faith. I am trusting. I am healthy and whole. I am protected. I am provided for. I have an abundance and all my needs are met. Whatever you want to affirm. And it is a powerful time for this. So write it down. I am free. Free from addiction, free from limitation. And now from here you're rising out of the ashes of this dead ego as a beautiful phoenix, spreading your wings. And the further you go into the depths of your soul, the higher you soar into the heavens, into the light. And know that you are here for a purpose and a reason. And it is all unfolding beautifully. So trust on that path. You may only see the very next step, but you have the firefly always guiding you. You have the fire within, transmuting everything scary and giving you the gifts, the pearls, the wisdom, the power, the rebirth of spring. So now, blessing and the flowers and the fairies, we thank you so much. Firefly. We go back on our path into our heart, through the gate, through the doorway and into our heart, feeling renewed, but knowing that you will be processing for the next couple days. Things may come up. Whenever you affirm that you want to clear something, guess what? It comes up for resolution. So if that happens, do not worry. Do not fear. That is normal. And as we cleanse and purify our body, mind, and soul, we cast these emotions, these addictions, these limitations into the fire within, the violet flame. And we ready ourselves. There is a spiritual battle on the earth right now. And all hands must be on deck. This is serious. Not to fear, but to have courage in the light of all that will be happening. Things will be happening that will not feel good in the collective, that will be upsetting, that will be disturbing, that will be confusing. But we have our fire, we have our light, we have courage, and we are releasing those things that limit us from being in this divine pathway, from stepping forward as the creator beings that we are to create heaven on earth. The ascension is upon us, and we are here to shine the light, to show the way. All you have to do is trust your inner self and continue the process and cleanse and purify and have faith and trust, and all will be revealed to you. All will be revealed in the spring with the coming of the new light, the coming of the age of Aquarius. So trust and know that, but prepare yourselves, strengthen yourselves, shield yourselves, spread your wings, strap on your seatbelt. It's about to get real. It's about to get real. The end of this month. I love you deeply. We pray for the earth and all humanity with the great invocation. From the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into the minds of men. Let light descend on earth. From the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream forth into the hearts of men. May Christ return to earth. Sophia Christ consciousness. Mother, Father, God. From the center where the will of God, Goddess, all that is known, may purpose guide the little wills of men and women. The purpose that the masters know and serve, from the center which we call the race of man. Let the plan of love and light work out, and may it seal the door where evil dwells. May light and love and power restore the plan on earth. So it is. Happy Fall Equinox.